One each time Alex Eala wins a significant game, or each time she, after a hard-earned defeat to a player in the top 5, the internet echo chamber starts to roar with the same poisonous, foreseeable storyline. The tennis experts begin tweeting, the clickbait pieces appear, and the thumbnails yell, Alex Eala needs a super coach, or why won't she fire Joan Bosch? Or, she turned down $1 million coaching offer. We need to have a serious, direct, and unvarnished discussion about the realities of coaching on the professional tennis circuit, which is why I am currently hitting record, entirely unscripted. This absurd argument that she must leave the group that helped create her will be totally demolished by me. We will discuss the whole truth about her relationship with Joan Bosch and the reasons why her steadfast, uncompromising refusal to follow. The celebrity coach trend is, in fact, the most astute, mature, and horrifyingly brilliant move she could make for her career at this time. When it comes to teaching, let's all take a moment to appreciate the present Women's Tennis Association, which is an incredible circus. The WTA circuit has created an atmosphere that is extremely poisonous and panicked. The door is revolving. These exceptionally gifted athletes who rank in the top 20 treat their instructors like throwaway coffee cups. In a Grand Slam, a player loses in the second round. They go into a panic. They promptly employ a well-known high-profile super coach with a verified Instagram account, a huge ego, and an asking price of millions of dollars after firing their current coach. Every month we witness it. Players switch between Brad Gilbert, Sasha Bahan, and Patrick Mouratoglou in the hopes that a well-known figure in their player box will suddenly improve their second serve or ease their mental stress. It generates drama, which is why the media adores it. It generates news stories. It gives the appearance of advancement. Alex Eala is also being examined by the tennis press. They are examining her enormous, unquestionable fan base. They are examining the soaring ranking and business support. And their business minds just can't figure out why she isn't participating in the game. They now consider her to be a superstar. She requires an exceptional coach. She needs a Grand Slam champion coach. They are genuinely making up stories about her turning down huge offers from these top celebrity trainers because they find it impossible to understand loyalty in a profession where money and fear are the only motivators. However, you guys need to know Joan Bosch's true identity. More significantly, you must comprehend what he means to Alex Eala. Joan Bosch is more than just a random man with a clipboard who was hired 6 months ago to examine her forehand data after finding her on LinkedIn. You must go back in time and examine the basis. Joan Bosch was present as 13-year-old Alex Eala packed her luggage, left her family in the Philippines, and traveled thousands of miles to attend the Rafa Nadal Academy in Morca. He is a key designer of her strategy. I would like you to picture, in vivid detail, the psychological horror of being a 13-year-old girl in a strange country, away from your parents, and going through the rigorous academic program at that academy. We discussed her previous way of life, including the 5 hours of training each day, the physical discomfort, the pressure to perform well academically, and the total sacrifice of a typical upbringing. Joan Bosch was the person on the other side of the internet through all of the tears, the harsh early morning workouts, the blisters, the tiredness, and the self-doubt. When the cameras began to flash, he was nowhere to be seen. When Nike began shipping bespoke gear, he failed to appear. When she was a little girl with a strong lefty swing who was trying not to cry on the practice court, he was there. Trust is the rarest and most important commodity in the world of professional tennis. The world's most lonely sport is tennis. You are entirely nude while you are on center court. A timeout cannot be called. You are unable to substitute out. When you lose in the decisive set, it's 4. You only have one lifeline when the crowd is yelling, "Your lungs are burning," and your brain is giving you panic and anxiety. You gaze up into the box of players. Additionally, Alexa doesn't need to see a celebrity when she peers up into that box. She doesn't have to see a man who is considering his next job as a television broadcaster. Since he was the one who helped her overcome it when she was 14, she needs to see the one who truly understands her breaking point. To clear her head, she needs to see the man who knows just what to say to her, or what not to say. That degree of psychological closeness cannot be purchased with $1 million contract. It must be created in the crucible of collective sorrow. Since this is where casual fans get totally lost, let's discuss the actual tactical tennis aspect of this. Oh, some say, Joan Bosch has no coaching experience with a world number one. She needs a partner to help her advance. Do we have the same matchups to watch? Are we examining identical raw data? The Spanish clay court concept, which Bosch teaches at the Nautil Academy, is the foundation of Alex Eala's game. It has to do with oppressive, heavy top spin. It involves building the point like a chess grandmaster. It involves incredible lateral movement, tough defense, and a resolute unwillingness to concede any free points. We just seen her push Jessica Pogge to the brink. We observed her physically taxing the tour's veterans. Being a tactical genius is not something that just happens. As a lefty, Bosch has developed a strategy that makes the most of her physical resources. Why in the world would she fire the creator of a game that is currently dominating the top 50 in order to hire a gaudy new coach who would try to alter her swing technique or make her play a style that isn't compatible with her personality? Introducing a new super coach is completely nonsensical. They constantly want to leave the player with their fingerprints. They seek to modify the footwork, grip, and toss in order to claim the victory when the player does. It is not necessary. To disassemble and rebuild Alex Eala, she requires consistency. Her remarkable maturity is demonstrated by the fact that she requires a firm hand behind the wheel. I'm genuinely amazed by it. Consider the strain she is under. Everyone in the country, including the entire EA army, is counting on her to win. Grand slams yesterday. She needs a new squad, according to the media. Sponsors are whispering in her ear. A 20-year-old girl could easily let her ego get the better of her, blame her coach for a difficult defeat, fire him to please the media, and hire a well-known name, but she chooses to do otherwise. She declines outright. This directly relates to the lessons she was taught about the public courts in the Philippines by her grandfather, Lolo Bob. He instilled loyalty in her. She learned to be grounded from him. He told her that just because you were invited to the mansion doesn't mean you should leave the folks who constructed it. The relationship between Eala and Bosch goes beyond the typical WTA Tour employer-employee scenario. He is aware of the cultural significance of her. He is aware of the dynamics inside her family. He is skilled at keeping her safe from the media circus. Her mental health would be severely disrupted if she were to fire Joan Bosch at this time. Imagine attempting to handle the most stressful times of your professional life while also attempting to establish a whole new communication dynamic with a complete stranger. It would be catastrophic. The cause of her extraordinary composure, under duress. She can defeat an experienced veteran in 7 straight games when she is up against the wall because her camp is steady. Her player's box is devoid of drama. There are no opposing voices. A player and the coach who essentially reared her on the court share a great deal of silent trust, work, and discipline. I want you to keep this discussion in mind the next time you see one of those absurd clickbait headlines that yell about $1 million coaching offer that was turned down, or when a commentator says that she needs to improve her team in order to win a Grand Slam. I want you to observe her fighting style on the court. I want you to focus on the intense, steely focus in her eyes. The atmosphere Joan Bosch contributed to creating is directly responsible for that focus. She doesn't require the support of a famous person. The celebrity is her. All she needs is a mechanic who understands how her engine operates. Since I am aware that there are disagreements among the fan base, I would really like to know what the Eala Army thinks of this. Are you folks in agreement with me? Are you pleased with her unwavering devotion to Joan Bosch and the Rafa Nadal Academy? Or do you have a deep-seated curiosity about what may occur if she employed a huge, legendary supercoach? Do you believe that her greatest weapon is continuity? Or do you believe that in order for her to reach the top 10, she will eventually need a new voice? I would like to read all of your in-depth hypotheses and your candid thoughts in the comment section below. Let's have a genuine tennis conversation while blocking out the noise from the mainstream media. To push this unfiltered analysis through the algorithm, be sure to click the like button. If you want the real scoop on the WTA Tour's operations, subscribe to the channel. Activate those alerts, and I'll see you all in the very next video. Continue to watch the tape.